Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Dev from Tiny Enormous. This is a video, so I'm going to go through pretty quickly. You can rewind and look at stuff later. You can slow it down, I'm sure, if you want. You can freeze frame. But this is going to be about lead guitar exercises that you can do that don't use scales. Now, all of these are going to be dealing with 4 consecutive frets. So just blocks of, here it's 5, 6, 7, 8. And as a result, you can kind of move them anywhere on the neck. For some reason, I see people kind of learn a scale and they kind of practice all their stuff in one area. I tend to kind of end up around the A or B area of the neck. But you can play this stuff anywhere. You can play stuff anywhere. And with just the 4 consecutive notes, if you're just getting started or you just want to make sure that your playing is like getting cleaner, just play those 4 notes on every string. And then try doubling up on them. It's kind of weird how it's a lot more difficult than it seems. Seems like it should be pretty straightforward. Another one that I do all the time is I'll pick 2 notes on one string, and then the 2 that I didn't play, I'll play on the next string down. So, for instance, I'll start with the index, with the horns, of course. I'll start with the index and the pinky on one string, and then I'll do like the ring finger and the middle finger on the next. So index, pinky, and then ring. Ooh, hold on. I like that. I'm going to keep that for later. But we can play that like this. And just keep moving up one string. Then when you get to the top string, we'll reverse it and play the first 2 notes on the highest string, the next 2 notes on the lower of the 2 strings. So another one that I do a lot is index, ring, middle finger, pinky. So. And once you get used to this, you make up your own patterns, whatever, you know, something like that. Oh, that has a nice Primus feel to it. Larry Lalonde, excellent guitarist, wildly underrated. But one of the things that you can do with that is you can start bringing string skipping into it. So I'll do that index, ring, middle, pinky. I'll just skip a string in between. So. So you can do exercises like that. Of course, you can play them anywhere. So you can play these anywhere on the neck, get used to it. Get used to the spreading of your fingers in different areas. Another one that I play all the time is really based on this major 7th shape. So again, it's consecutive frets. Here I'm going 12 on the D, 11 on the G, 10 on the B, 9 on the high E. So I'll start doing that. I usually don't let them ring out. That's pretty. But usually if I'm going to exercise like this for lead guitar playing, I'll kind of try to isolate them. And then I'll reverse the shape. So it'll be 9th on the D, 10th on the G, 11th on the B, and 12th on the E. Not quite as pretty, but inverses of the same shape in the same area. So what I'll do is I'll bring in that chromatic into this. So I'll start with here, which leads into the shape, backwards. So it has a triplet feel to it once you get used to it. And then rather than going up with the chromatic stuff, you can go down. And then the shapes kind of play in a different order. So it'll be... No, it won't. It won't be like that. It'll be better than that, I promise. So, of course, you can put that anywhere on the neck, you know. And you can also add some string skipping in there. So something like skip, skip. So you can do stuff like that. That opens up the fretboard quite a bit. Another thing that I do is I'll just play chromatically all the way through all the notes from a root on the low E to the same note on the high E. So I'll B, and I'll start here, and I just use adjacent frets as usual, and then as I move up each string, I just move back one fret, except for the G and the B. You just stay on the same fret for those because of the way that the guitar is tuned in standard tuning. Back, same, back, move up one to the root. So ascending, that's back, same, back, and then move up one to the root. And now, starting here, I'll go down, and since we're going down, we'll do the opposite direction. We'll move up one string, but again, the G and the B strings will stay the same. So that'll be. So all together. And then there's a couple patterns that I think you can apply to any scale or set of notes that you learn. And so I'll just run through them here. I was thinking about doing a whole video on them, and I might later, but I think it just makes more sense to kind of pepper them in these early videos. And the two that I'm going to do are alternating triplets and alternating quadruplets. So I'll start with quadruplets. So it's just 4 notes. We're going to play 4 notes going up, and then 4 notes going down. So we'll go up, down, up, down. So it'll look like this. First 4 notes, and then we'll move up to the next note, except we'll actually play it. Up, down, up, down, and then down we'll do triplets, so instead of 4, it'll just be 3. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Well, that was fun. My first guitar lesson video. I was a guitar teacher for 5 years back in the day, and I had never done one of these. So thanks for checking it out. I want to say thanks to my patrons. Please join us over there. For just $1 a month, you can get access to not just all the free stuff that I put out, but also all of the patron exclusives, which includes, of course, more guitar videos and also music and audio video production tutorials as well. So check that out, and I'll see you soon. Cheers.